Men's Conference Chairman Mzee Kibor dies in hospital at 88. He was a prominent businessman, come politician from Uasin Gishu County who succumbed to a long illness on Wednesday at St. Luke's Hospital in Eldoret. He was famed for his philanthropic gestures and wisdom. However, occasionally hit the headline over divorce cases, something which earned him the imaginary title Men's Conference Chairman. He was 89 years old and survived by 4 wives. One died and 26 children, including 16 boys. He was a retired politician and a prominent farmer in Uasin Gishu and one of the wealthiest businessmen in the country. Kibor, a former Kanu chairman and a friend to the retired President Daniel Arap Moi, had vast wealth pegged on endless tracts of land and property. The family said he had admitted at the hospital for almost a week and also had an oxygen cylinder at his home and another one in his Prado vehicle for use whenever he wanted to visit Eldoret town for treatment or business. According to his daughter, Lois Kibor, Mzee's health worsened early this month when he was diagnosed with the kidney failure and undergoing dialysis. Kibor was full of controversies, making him to be nicknamed the chairman of the men's conference and famed for good and contentious reasons. While he was loved for his philanthropic gestures, Kibor was a man of many wives. On several occasions, he had headlines for divorce cases as well as physical fights with the children over his vast property and wealth. An Eldoret court in 2017, for instance, allowed him to divorce his third wife about a year after divorcing his second wife, with whom they had been married for over 50 years. He later married a fourth wife. During Valentine Day, his name would become a trending topic as men who don't value the day took to social media to write about the imaginary men's conference they would be attending, chaired by Mzee Kibor. In 2019, however, he addressed a men's gathering where he reported to have advised men to be faithful to their wives. Mzee Kibor had an estimated net worth of more than 6 billion before his death in 2022. Mzee Kibor had acquired his wealth from his large farm, which was approximately 4,500 acres. He also owned other properties in real estate and plots in Kapsabet, Eldoret, and Nairobi. He always had a luxurious lifestyle. He owned a variety of sport utility vehicles worth of 20 millions and above. He rebuked at his children for not working hard for their own wealth like he did, instead of eyeing his land and assets while he lives. The court also allowed Mzee Kibor to subject the 6 children to a DNA test before he can allocate them portions of land, claiming that he did not marry the children's mother, hence is skeptical about whether they are actually his offspring. Do you know Mzee Kibor was a school dropout and one of the most famous persons in Kenya? He was very hardworking since he was a young boy, and after his mother's death, he had to drop out of school because he could not afford the school fees and started working. In 1957, Kibor dropped out in class 5 since he could not raise a fee of 150 cents yearly to continue with this education. He became a hard boy, infirm, and a driver at the same time. He hence narrated his rags to riches story about his humble beginning, and I quote, "I used to take fire to school to pay fees, but when I was in standard 5, they insisted on money, which I did not have. I dropped out. I never saw my father, and my mother died when I was very small. Despite his horrible and poor background, the wealthiest man he was, he never regretted." He later accumulated a huge amount of wealth from his career as a farmer and a politician. Rest in peace, our men's conference chairman.